Alright, so this is Sal again. That's my name, Sal, coming from S. Valdez right now. And today I'll be bringing you the new Gundam AGE-2 Dark Hound. This recently came out, I believe, last month, back in July, so it's still fairly new. Yeah, actually, I think July. It could be early August. I'm not too sure, but it did come out in 2012. So yeah, right now what I have him in is in it's what do you want to call that? Bird mode or ship mode. People forget what's the actual name of it, but yeah. Okay, so far this is pretty much how he is. He does come in a couple colors. He does come in dark black, which is I'm okay with, because normally Bandai decides to bring out Gundams that are supposed to be black armored, navy blue black, which is I never understood why, but yeah, this has got to be me. Zoom in the camera a little bit, get the camera a little closer. Might be a little dark. Trying to do this in front of the window, get a little light. But this comes in dark black, gray, a little bit of silver gray, which is the tip right here of the gun or the cone. You do get also red color, white, and a little bit of, actually two types of gray, a light gray and a dark gray. So yep, this is about it right here. Now I do have them in the display, the box behind it, just to give you, put this aside, how it's actually going to look like. I gotta say, the artwork is fantastic. I don't know, it makes me want to actually see the model come alive, so I like the box art. Now let's go back to this guy right here. So this guy is pretty much in bird mode right now. I'm just gonna continue saying bird mode until I Strider form. There we go. I was gonna continue saying bird mode until I figure it out. Remember what was the name of it, but Strider mode, if you want to call it. So yeah, right now it's missing the hook, but I'll show it right now in a bit once I transform this, and why I have it missing right now. You do get the hook on the other side as well. It's about the same as the just the normal. Not that much of a difference, just the wings change. Of course, this whole thing change. Other than that, everything's the same. You're just getting like a white base. You get a black base, which is pretty good. Oh, gray base. Now you do get a couple stickers that you might see right here, which is the gray pieces right here. I kind of feel like just removing them because they're kind of falling off. I guess it wasn't like a good sticker batch that I got, so because they're peeling too easily. Not even a normal would do that. So I don't know. I might just remove them. It's just a light gray. I'll probably just go over with some paint or something. But overall, the Strider form is pretty much identical. Let me go ahead and pop them out. I'm gonna actually be doing this with the one hand. This is actually good that it came up. Now you still get the same parts. You get the little hosing, all the parts to get into the Strider form. Let's see if I can get a little bit more light in here. There we go. This will help out better. Alright, so pretty much, again, I'm going to be doing this in one hand. I'm going to remove these parts right here. And there goes that piece, but it doesn't matter, don't need it. Then you're going to straighten up the legs, straighten up the feet, make sure it stands correctly. You're going to do the same thing to the other one. You're going to fold it up, set it up, and then you're going to get this connector right here. You're going to connect both pieces. Actually, let me put the camera here for a bit on the ground. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so now once you put those two pieces back on, the legs, actually if this stops bending its ankle and dislocating it, now you have a pair of legs. Okay, so that's done. So let's go ahead and remove a couple pieces from here. This is actually upside down. So you're going to remove the gun. And let's see if I can get this a little bit in here. Show you guys. I'm actually using my camera phone because my other camera isn't working. Perfect. Alright, so what you're going to do is now you have this little hatch right here. You're going to close that, which reveals a skull, of course. Then you're going to remove the arms, which is like this. You actually want to put these down here, the skirts, just to get them out of the way. We'll leave that at the end. Then you're going to flip over the hand so you can get the little poly cap in here so you're able to proceed with installing it back onto the torso. Then you're going to flip this wing down, and you're going to do the same to the other one. Go ahead, align it up, fold this. Now you're done with that, just put that aside. With this, it's the same thing as the AGE normal. You're going to go ahead and flip this, push it back in, and pops out the head. So I'm go ahead and build this so you guys can't see it. Again, camera phone. Give me 1 second. Alright, and behold, the AGE-2 Dark Hound. Alright, so again, color scheme, dark black, dark gray, light gray, a little bit of silver in the skull here, and you get some white for the V-fin skull badge, as well as you have a little bit green, but that's a sticker inside. Try and zoom in here. Let me see if I can. Let's do the light. Focus. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. But you do have, actually, you use two different types of stickers. You use one for the cover for the helmet, which would be the eye patch, and then you have one that's regular, which is the yellow eye that you see there. Okay, and pretty much on that point, you're pretty much done with having your model there. I like the articulation on this. It's pretty decent on that. You can actually do a lot of things with it. Let me see if I can find something to stand this so I can go ahead and do this. Do the articulation. Okay. Let me put it a little higher. Alright. So for the articulation, head does go up and down, side to side, does go all around 360, such as the normal. Wing, arms or shoulders, you could actually up, out and in and out. You can flip them around. Shoulders, the arm will go up that high if you raise the little wings here. They do move 360 at the bottom. They do give you about close to a 90, not much of a 90, but close to it. You put that wing down. Hands do wiggle around. They do rotate. And torso wise, you do get a little bit of forwards and backwards to, in the middle, just because of that poly cap inside, as well as you do a couple on the bottom of the abdomen. You can't go 360. I'm just gonna spin the bottom piece, same thing anyways. Skirts, same thing as the normal. They go up and down, they don't go side to side. This does flip, but it's more for the transformation. Front skirts do move up that high. Back skirts do move that high up. The legs, they do go out that far out, so you could do a pretty much a karate kick with it. You go up that forwards, front, back that far, and knees, you'll be able to bend them all the way and get a full 90 degrees. You can bend them too forwards like this, have it dislocated, but that's more for the transformation. Straighten that up. You do have ankle armor, if you want to call that, in the front. It moves up and down. You do get side to side on the legs, so you can pretty much break the ankle as much times as you want. You could go all around, and you could tippy toe. So articulation is about the same as the normal or the double bullet, whichever model you have, about the same. Yeah. Now for a little gimmicks on this, now articulation, on the weapons, what it has is the two beam sabers, which are in here, but I'm not really going into that much detail in there. You've seen the ones for the normal, it's about the same. The new weapons though is you have the, let me remove this one right here. You have the claws, the hooks, or the claws, whatever you want to call them. You can actually hold them in your hand, in the model's hands, and you can have a small Gatling pistol or something, whatever you want to call it. Hook gun, I don't know. Spear, whatever. Now they did show a couple of these times. They did show that in the anime, in the AGE series. I think he actually hold it once, and that's it. And the rest he just hold them on top of here. And yeah, these could go on and off as many times as you want. Back on the actual wings. Now you do get a little gimmick for it. You do get a little I want to say little metal rod, plastic rod, whatever. You actually hook it up to the hook, and the other end to the end of the gun. And then since this part still has the other half in there, you can actually have them throwing the actual hook to their enemies. So, and what's good about this is that you can, oh yeah, I also forgot, you can move this around too, forwards and back. But you could do is you could set up to the front, try and maneuver since this is able to move separately, you can maneuver it inside the arm. It will take some time to fiddle around with it since it's on a certain angle. But once you got it in there, you can actually be throwing it out using as a, pick this up. Okay, having display like that, throwing the claw, such as like in he's about to do that in here in the box art. So you can have him doing that, or you can have him just posing like that with the shield, kind of do like a random Exia style repair when he has a missing arm. This is covered, you don't see it, so that's pretty good. You could do that. So the next weapon is going to be the gun. Which, remember, on the rifle it's just the normal long rifle. This is actually a spear on it. So what you do is it's the same thing as like a normal. You gotta take this down, remove this, switch it out the other way around, and then you're good. And then you just place it in the hand, and you close this, you lock it, and you're good to go. So now, not only do you have him shooting the hook and the little Yeah, this wire just sucks. I think I'm gonna end up gluing it because I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not really gonna change the pose on this, especially since those ankles are good, but and especially the knees are good, but they tend to randomly go their own separate ways, so it's not really helping them out. So let me pose in here and get a better view from up here. And so yeah, you have them with the spear gun, and then you got them throwing the hooks. I can actually have them in an awkward stand. Yeah, just like I said, that stand. But yeah, you can actually have them there, and then once you're done with that, you can actually have them on the, let me turn this around, you can have them on the actual base, and then you got more posability options right there as well. So pretty much I like this model, not just because of the color and the scheme. Everybody's now comparing them to they got the idea from Crossbone Gundam, but as of right now, it's its own thing. They haven't brought out any 1:144 scale Crossbone, which I wish they should. They should. They already brought out the master grades. I'm still not sure why they haven't done that. There is a resin kit version of it, but it's kind of scarce around. You could barely find it. So yeah, on this model right here, it's one to get. If you already have all the wares, this is the new one you just need. You gotta get it. I do recommend it. And just to have a little comparison with AGE-2 normal, let me put this aside here. Right now it's kind of feeling a little sad, but yeah, a lot of difference right there, especially in color scheme. A lot of difference. The A1 sign right there, and then you have the little skull inside. So yeah, it's a lot of differences right here, and especially with the gun. Again, the rifle. Then you got the spear here. You got the little claws. I'm just gonna go ahead and call them claws because I always feel like calling them claws anyways. And then you just got the standard wings here. So yeah, for a model that's been, I gotta say, overused with all the wares, I gotta say this is a pretty good model. I didn't feel like I was building the H1 again. I mean the H2 again. So yeah, and again, this goes for about 1,500 yen. So if you guys are looking for a good model, not the H1 or just something different that you haven't seen in a 1:144, this is the guy to get. This is the guy. Alright. And again, I got this in Hobby Link Japan. So if you guys want to go ahead and shop there, or if you guys want to check some other stores, I'll definitely post some links on my description on where you can get this model from. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, please like and subscribe, guys. Please. Late.